Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. I'm Mark Bradberry. Thanks for being here. Why don't you grab a cup and join me this morning? Hey, a few days ago, I was out for a hike and I came across this big green leafy tree that had fallen from a storm the day before. And when you see something like that, you just naturally wonder, why did this happen? After all, this tree had been there for years and it had weathered all sorts of storms, I suppose. But when I drew closer to the tree, I saw what had happened. The tree was rotten on the inside. Once the core was gone, it was really just a matter of time before it fell. Most of us have suffered through some, significant storms of life at one time or another. And if you haven't, you will. You know the things I mean: financial loss, illness, broken relationships, personal struggles, unemployment, just to name a few of those things. Fortunately, these sorts of external situations are usually pretty short-lived, and we weather on through them. Maybe you get a little scuffed or bent over in the wind, but you recover. You get through it. But what happens when you lose something a little less tangible, something a bit more personal? What if you lose who and what you say you are? What if in foolishness you stumble in your actions, or worse, you act wrongly with intent and you damage your very character, the heart of who you are? And what if you injure or destroy who you are in front of those who love you or care for you or believe in you? It can take a long time to recover trust, both in public and in private. Integrity isn't lost from the outside. No, it's lost from the inside. It's the result of choices that we make and actions that we take that may rot away that core. You see, you have choices. Yeah, we all do. We have, like everyone, you have opportunities to choose your directions. You can choose to act solidly and wisely, or you can choose foolishly and selfishly. Don't allow your circumstances or your emotions to dictate you move toward wrongdoing. Don't allow them to set you down a bad path. And don't make excuses for yourself when you do. Let's recognize the result of a foolish and selfish direction for what it is: sin. James wrote that wrongful desire gives birth to sin. And desire is simply what you want. That's right. Make the wrong choice, the bad choice, and it can lead to an unpleasant result: sin. And sin, well, sin leads to death. Death of character, death of relationships, death of trust. The tree falls. You don't want to go there. Instead, maybe consider this sage advice from, say about 2,000 years ago. It's still very sound and very solid and very promising. Simply this: act in accord with the good. Every good thing is from God, and that includes the good things that you do in times of crisis. Rely on His guidance and act with intentional faith to do what is right. Align to the good, grow your strength of character, and maintain your integrity. And look, if you've stumbled in the past, well, you can't change what has gone before. No, you can't. But you can change what is yet to come. You can change the future with the choices you make now. Replant, because no matter where you go, there you are. You're at square one. Start over. Own your choices. Make the right choice. Start today to begin doing what is good and right. Acknowledge and turn aside from the old ways and seek forgiveness and restoration wherever you may need to. Good character is established not by or erasing the past. You can't do that anyway. No, character is grown one ring at a time from the inside to grow a solid core. That's your integrity. So do that and enjoy your coffee.